Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gate. The frequency tableau lights up, and the soft purr of it.
This is Precinct 57.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully...
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own.
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto police, but...
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to... Yeah, go on. Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detector. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... Great. Anything else? Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paper, I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar in. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. You mean, why did I leave the...
Why not?
You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? Maybe, I don't know. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about the end of all times and how everyone is a piece of shit. And then I had to deal with your toilet, the one you clogged with... I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend...
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the all...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry.
I know exactly what you meant. You think But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job.
Silence. The air between... Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his...
Whatever you say, officers.
You could ask him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching. Maybe he was present.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so... The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But apples?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some...
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Been admiring the stompers, huh?
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediate...
It's Revachol. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. For when the invasion comes, the last thing they'll see before the lights go out is illustrious Revachol.
It doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note.
No, it's not like that. You don't get it. It's when I kick them, you know? It's about not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You must suit yourself, officer. Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? They're goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of trusting street thugs.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's sort of... I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can... I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead. And yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past, then press the button to unlock it, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can...
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss. The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
The tear machine stands.
It's a machine for... You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but, I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... I don't know, really long.
No need to worry. It's just standard.
Okay. Not really. No. I didn't know. Uh-huh.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of... The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads,
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand them. Maybe you should ask them the question. We have families to feed.
So do we, Scott.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't...
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were.
Give up!
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. We'd be in there.
The physically impressive.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their acting.
Beats me. They mumble not.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Yes? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not heed.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make, well, sort of. It's less a matter of who. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
No. I agree. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger. What is this androgynous display of sex?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. You
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front. This display of weakness may appeal to older women.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes,
He means alcohol.
correct. My small skull servant. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
Your life and the life of your race revolve around Al-Ghul. It has everything to do with why you're here. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup.
Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddened me. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great game. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the oaths to...
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. The best idea. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets. That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This you exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometric. It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got lit.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic, also. To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you? Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my... I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
There always is.
Race is reality.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up in...
The words to the song have changed.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death... Inside, you see a set of steering levers, the frequency tab, the soft...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
This is Officer Alice, of course. What?
Yes.
Listen.
Luke,
Yeah, all right.
you can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. Please, no. You were trying to impress some people. You were waving it around and every...
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red. Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, it almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Well, I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
You know.
You think you hear us? Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this. Maybe, I don't know. No? Not me. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have.
So the Union has a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find...
What? Of course. No one calls. You know.
Garbage.
Legally, no.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the city.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, go on. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again.
Yes, you have obviously done something.
I'm not mad. It's just... You were the stuffed bird. The great steward. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Yes, obvious. I've had sailors fighting. Union guys. Well, you were worried even about little things like... No, we go on by the OO. To hell with that. Then there was your... I tried to send the... And then you screamed something about the end of... And then I won't even mention you waving... No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I know I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is no. I was actually flattered.
There's a pause.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place, so I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end.
Anything else I can help you with? Sure, officer. Got it. I'll contact...
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle. The man uses relay code. You got this.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. 10-4, anything else for you, sir? Over. 10-4, I hear you.
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that, 10-10. Over.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st precinct, the small room is filled with cigarette smoke.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He seemed confused.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Not...
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the office...
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer? I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to...
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? I should give her a call. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or... Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last, and well, thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for... Yes? Another thing. Great. I love those.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he...
From another planet. Hey there, it's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole...
Behind the laugh, Howard.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out. The man taps his fingers.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal...
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one...
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one. but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again, a little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchant.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far.
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the...
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the dock. Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to... Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasure... Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. The boss is, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what... Don't be a stranger.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to...
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a...
Okay. I'm not... I don't really know anything. I don't know, really. Not really. No.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh. Reality.
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. I don't know. What about it? Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. I don't know. Look at the clock.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Cool.
The tear machines.
Oh, that's the temp. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, feel free to use it.
up and
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. But besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and stripe. Maybe you should ask that we have family.
So do we, Scab.
We were promised work. We'd be main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Huge Seminoles guy standing up there on the overhead. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge. He's got a... I don't know how the Union has a trained kid. Like civilized folk, you mean?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No! They will give up eventually. Have fun. Union shits are on. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tension.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the...
We are not picking a pity.
When a bunch of ungrateful beats me, they mumble nonsense about...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overall, he ignores your question, choosing instead silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest men and women, we came here.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm...
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by Union greed. But I only fight for... We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you? Am I a suspect? We're all workers, right? Worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you? Big mess. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Worked at Territorial. We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got...
I was just messing with you. No one... Imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Body still hanging in the tree? I'm not really an admirer. I don't operate in that capacity.
If it's so simple, why...
Aye. Walk right? Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremas is there. Then press the button, then go past, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the sky. Not yet, no. He's... sure. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and up.
body betrayed.
Yeah, Measurehead.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
That is precisely. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul emerges from your throat. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental.
Show him the ham still got it.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich. You gave the world. You dominated lesser cultures. Like the, you will be super.
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Enough with this begging. You bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Bugist. The walls will be lined with bottle.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them. Go ahead, don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually racists. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. You exhibit forward projection. It is impossible. This leads me to conclude you are not a but your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is don't be vulgar.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning offshoots of the Seminese people in. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable culture. What you need is to come to terms.
I don't think anything about this.
Your pedomorphic friend is right.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little fist.
You must be out of your mind.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
The words to this. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organ.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook. There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here. Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's...
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But it's men like you.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for
Oh, come on, man.
I know exactly what, but you see...
Silence. Your partner needs backup.
You two make a cute...
The lieutenant exhales.
Whatever you say. officer.
You could ask him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely
Been admiring.
On the bottom of the man's boot, the man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here. Apples.
Apples is exactly the...
Look, as detected. Oh, I'm here to pick.
Koiko may be another derogative.
Yep, it's one of their main exports.
In fact, Yokokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell.
He means the people living.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. 'Cause that's what they're all called. Koiko Pichik. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature. Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did...
Relax. You've got all you can get here.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather would... Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very goddamn right. They've been trusting street...
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old... The windows are clear. The back end of a book with ragged...
Racist, nationalist, paraphrase. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is.
The driver has a... This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. The box seems eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully even. So do you. You shudder. This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Must be another way into the building.
Trying to sneak up on me. Come to slip.
Logic error. She is not sleeping.
Pigs come to take me out.
like that? Trying to sneak up on me?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but the door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told. Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door? There must be.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply.
Does Kuno care? Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's...
The fuck are you calling it?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence. Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Fucking logical! Help! Help! Misters, help!
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. That Kuno's dad get.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughed.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up me.
Kuno turned you into his prison.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Hello again, sweetie. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd? I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally. That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions.
There is no bitterness in her voice.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's your.
The option to go to sleep becomes available.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Goran. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. You see a heavy steel door with, you immediately feel drawn to the color.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel, the door does not.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. Like what? I was rarely enjoying...
Hello again, sweetie. Whatever do you mean? Ah, yes. Probably. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much... Thank you, but... Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible. Perhaps another time.
Worn and beaten.
We can sit on benches after we...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when...
The boomboxes on the shelf look well up. One especially catches your eye. This is you. Golden orange. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped. This set of soldiers isn't...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yeah? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest.
Big men on big horses.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. Yes, this sounds off.
It's not often that I see officers from... What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers...
I haven't had any problems myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking... As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained. Let me have a look. Jean-Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it. A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert. We've came here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for...
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. Ask around the harbor. I do my best to keep my distance.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze. A couple of indicator lights are missing. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
The words, dead.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
rusting control panel. This panel usually pull the lever, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? There's a pile of cheap.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles, right?
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material.
There are clothes and
Don't be shy. These are premium.
save the economy. That sounds off. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see a Samarran street vendor. The name, Sile.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. But yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol.
That's right, officer. But it's a bad scene for business there. Hey! Why not only the coolest goods in Revachol? I've got sneakers, speakers, and I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, anything for you.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
As you already know, there's a cop.
Don't worry, miss.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know.